Now, brought to you by the people over at MMDTM Radio, who bring you such shows as My Mama Done Told Me, Happening Now, Bedtime Stories, Small Talkumentary, and more. This is What Do You Know? The show where we separate the brilliant from the brainless with a series of random trivia from around the globe. You never know what you might have to know. I am your host and contestant, Coco O'Hearn. Each player gets asked a question by the player on their left. Then they have to come up with an answer within a few seconds. If they're right, great. If they're wrong, someone else gets a chance to steal the question and get it right. Great. If no one gets it, great. We don't keep score. We just want to know. What do you know? Let's meet our contestant. Across from me, she's weird, she's witchy, and she's wild. She's my sister, she's Ruben Riggs. Hi, Ruben. Next to her, she's got silver hair and a heart of gold. Her name is Mama Cat because she's my mother and her name's Kathy, and she's also Lauren's mother. Hi, Mother.
Hey, son. How are you?
And it sounds like it's turning into a whirlwind in here because here it comes. Here comes Speed
feel the
Racer.
heat.
He's a demon on wheels. Woo, woo. He's a demon and he's gonna be chasing after someone. Yeah. His name is Jasper Cherry, a.k.a. Nick Dolan, a.k.a. Deadeye, a.k.a. The Guy. Welcome, Nick.
Thank you. You're a heck of a hype man.
I know.
That.
Hype it up.
Woo-hoo.
And I'm Coco O'Hearn. Let's play What Do You Know? We will be using cards from the game called Wits End. That's what we do. And
like
last
Adventures
time...
in Odyssey?
Yeah, like Adventures in Odyssey. Last time, we got some garbage cards from Wits End. There was a couple of decent questions in there, but most of them were garbage. So hopefully this one's
Garbage
better.
cards.
Garbage.
You got
There's 4 categories. This is how the game's played. There's 4 categories on each card, and we'll go through them one at a time. We're going to read to our right, but you, dear listeners, don't even have to care about that, right?
Yeah.
No, we're going to read to our left.
Yeah.
Every
Don't
time
do
you
this
have
again.
to say it.
Yes, and.
Yes,
Okay,
and.
yes,
Yes,
and.
and.
I
But I thought-
wasn't going to say
I
it.
thought we were going. Okay.
We are going left.
Oh, good.
Going back and forth.
Gotcha.
Okay, I think Lauren's going to read first.
Okay.
And she's going to read to Mom.
Okay.
We're going to start with teasers because that's category 1. Category 1 is teaser. Cue the music. Can you solve the riddle? These are fun and challenging, and Mom loves them so much.
I hate
These
them.
rhyming riddles will
I'm-
have you scritching your scritcher as you try to figure out the answer. Okay? Lauren, why don't you go ahead and read our mother, our dearest mother, her first teaser.
I'm ready.
Okay. The quote, day or evening before it's defined, scapegoat for man's ills, eternally maligned.
Oh my gosh. See why I hate
This is
it?
an easy one. I have it.
Can you read it one more time, please?
The day or evening before it's defined, scapegoat for man's ills, eternally maligned.
I think I have it.
Mm-hmm.
I
You
don't
should
know
get it
it.
because it's a Bible thing.
It is a Bible thing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, maybe I don't.
The day or evening before.
Yesterday.
Let's-
Eve.
Good job.
Oh.
That's it? That's the
Eve.
answer is Eve?
Mm-hmm.
Because I thought of Eve immediately.
Then why did you say that?
But how does that go with the second part of the thing?
The
Man's
scapegoat
ills.
for man's ills.
Yeah.
Who did they blame every?
Eve. Oh.
That's what-
Now,
That's
okay,
what the man said. He said that's what the man said.
I get it.
Like Adam's wife, you
I
know?
know. Adam's
Eve's
rib.
apple,
Adam's rib.
Adam's rib. Rib honey.
dust of my. His rib, Betty.
Okay. Eve. Okay. See,
All
it's
right,
always
Ma.
easier. I always try to
Who's that
overthink it.
girl? La, la,
Okay,
la,
so-
la, 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 Eve's that girl.
Is that copyrighted?
Probably.
Okay.
Mom, go ahead and read something
I'm
to
ready.
Jasper.
And
His
I'll just-
teaser.
okay,
Go
so
ahead and read a teaser to Jasper. He's ready.
I'm
He's
ready.
sitting there quietly and ready to go.
You're the
Because
most
Whenever you're
annoying
ready, Mom.
person on the planet.
because of his actions, a continent bled. In War and Peace and the 1812 Overture of Common Thread. Good luck.
I might need you to read that again
Okay.
just for the sake of our listeners.
Because of his actions, a continent bled. In War and Peace and the 1812 Overture, a common thread.
I'm just going to say Napoleon.
That's right.
Okay.
And I still don't get it. And what it says is the subject of both Tchaikovsky's 1812 Overture and Tolstoy's War and Peace is Napoleon's invasion of Russia,
Okay.
which added to the devastating toll he left across Europe in general.
Well, that makes sense
He's a
then.
bad guy.
I just never knew about any of that.
No,
Yeah.
now we do.
There's just
Connection.
kind of put together Continent Blood in
Yeah.
1812 was about the time.
Yeah. All right, Nicholas.
Okay, this one seems very hard, but good luck.
I thrive in
There
difficulty.
you go. To head into the woods, this camper may balk, or consider an hour not shown on a clock.
That's it?
I can read it again.
I would appreciate that. Yeah.
To head into the woods, this camper may balk, or consider an hour not shown on a clock.
Happy.
That is correct. Great.
Wow.
Got
Head
it.
into the. Wait, I don't get it. To
I
head
don't
into
get it. What's the
woods?
answer?
Happy.
Happy camper and happy hour.
Oh.
I don't understand why the
Happy
camper may balk. That's very
Yeah.
Because a
confusing.
happy camper's not going to head into the woods. I don't know, but I got it right.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
That
Why
was-
wouldn't a happy camper head into the woods? What if he wants to camp in the woods?
Right.
Doesn't-
I would think he'd happily
know.
go into the woods.
the
Non-balking.
The important part is that I got it right.
You did. That's,
job.
I'm
Mhm.
impressed.
All right, sister, are you ready?
I am.
A condition that's immaculate and often new, a popular flavor, or something to chew. A condition that's immaculate and often new, a popular flavor, or something to chew.
Mint.
Mint.
Yeah.
Oh, good job.
Minta.
That's a good one.
Minta.
Oh my
All
gosh.
right, that means it's time to get on to round two. Round two is odd one out. It's just as it sounds. After reading that clue, you're going to be given 4 terms, but only 3 of them have something in common. So we're going to find the odd one out. Lauren, go ahead and read your odd one to Mother.
Okay. Let me sit up like an adult.
Okay.
Good plan.
Because it's
Hmm.
an adult question.
Which of these countries is not among the 5 permanent members of the UN Security Council?
Oh boy. Okay.
China, Germany, Britain, or France?
I wish I knew more about that stuff, but I don't. So I'm
I
just going to
don't.
say China.
No, thank you.
Okay. Let me guess the second one. France.
No, thank you.
Germany.
Yes. Germany. Deutschland.
Nazis.
Why did you do that?
Well, I
That's
don't know that
why,
they're
probably.
It is because the UN was
Formed back
founded
in-
right after World War II.
Yeah.
That's why they didn't become a part of it,
Mm-hmm.
because of the Nazis.
Also, United Nations.
Nazis.
Nazis.
United
Okay.
Nations. All right, Ma, go ahead and read
Okay.
one to Jasper when you're
Okay,
ready.
Jasper.
Whenever you're ready, go ahead and do that.
Okay, California's
Go ahead,
share. California's share of
Taste
80
it.
of. California's share of total U.S. production of these fruits and vegetables is 85% for all but which one of the following?
Yeah.
Broccoli, spinach, lemons, and strawberries.
I'm going to say lemons because I believe maybe that's more of a Florida thing.
Okay, and that would be incorrect.
Okay.
Did you have a second guess before we go?
Broccoli.
That's also
I
incorrect.
would say spinach maybe is more cold
Spinach
weather.
is the correct answer.
Who's got that?
U.S. They only does 70% of the U.S. total. It doesn't say where the others come from.
That was hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, Nick.
Yeah. But they do, on your case against lemons in Florida, California produces 91% of the lemons.
It's
Dang.
oranges.
That's crazy.
Florida oranges.
Yeah.
They are the breadbasket, them Californians.
You know, I look at this stuff and I wonder, is it really true, some of it?
No,
These
it's all
questions?
a lie. All
I
of it's
think-
a lie.
Because this says 86% of avocados.
Why is it
Come
talking about
from-
avocados?
Well, it gives some other
That's
ideas,
silly,
like how much leaf lettuce and.
Leaf lettuce.
But this is old. This is figures from
As opposed to
2015.
what other kind of lettuce?
Avocados, I thought we take a lot.
Is there another kind of lettuce?
If there is another kind of lettuce besides leaf lettuce,
It says leaf
email
lettuce.
us at mymamaDoneToldMePodcast@gmail.com because
Well,
I don't know what it is.
Me
Iceberg
either.
lettuce is not leaf lettuce.
It's got leaves.
Why?
Well, it's not considered a leaf lettuce,
I just don't understand why, though.
but it's a different kind of lettuce.
It's a different
It
kind of
grows.
leaf.
It grows different. It looks different. You know, like when you go to Jason's Deli. Shout out to Jason's Deli. You can get the greens,
Right,
and
but,
you can get.
Okay.
but how is
chopped
it
up
not a
iceberg.
leaf?
It's just not called that.
What's it called then?
It's called iceberg.
I don't care for that.
Like, you don't say, "Let me get an iceberg."
I think
What kind of
because
lettuce do you want?
iceberg
or leaf lettuce
comes in a head and not like
yeah, and not like a
Well, what's a,
stalk
well,
of
what's a
fluffy
head?
leaves.
looser.
A head is just,
a
Yeah, I
round
get
ball.
a head of
They're
romaine
leaves.
lettuce.
you can pull them off.
Why?
They're not heads. Romaine lettuce isn't a head.
Go to Aldi, look at the box.
It's
I
not.
mean,
it's not a
bag.
head.
No, it's
It's
like,
like
a
a stalk.
right. Yes, agreed.
doesn't
It's
mean that the
different.
bag doesn't still say heads of romaine.
I've had to shop for a lot of lettuce in my life.
I've
Only one
eaten
of us here has
a
worked in the produce department, though. So
Nice. Shout out.
Whole Foods, baby.
I've been shopping for like 40 years.
Shout out.
So-
I've been shopping for a lot longer than that. So
Can we get
Yeah.
this show on the road?
Yep.
Cool.
yep.
All right,
Cool.
there,
Okay.
Coco.
Jeff the Law, Pulaski. Which one of the following wasn't a philosopher? A. Friedrich Nietzsche. B.
Nietzsche.
Friedrich Austerlitz. C. Herbert Spencer. D. Soren Kierkegaard. I will read them again. A. Friedrich Nietzsche. B. Friedrich Austerlitz. C. Herbert Spencer. D. Soren Kierkegaard.
I think it was C.
No.
B.
Yes.
Close. All right.
It was just one letter away in the alphabet.
Right. All right, Lauren.
Okay.
Which one of these famous musicals was not composed during the same decade as the others?
Okay.
A. A chorus line. B. Hair. C. Jesus Christo Superstar. Or D. Evita. A chorus line, Hair, Jesus Christ Superstar, or Evita. Which one was not?
Hair.
No.
Hair, 1967.
Oh.
The other musicals, A Chorus Line, Jesus Christ Superstar, and Evita
Or in
were
the
in the
90s.
70s.
I was thinking a chorus line was older.
Hair was 1967. Chorus Line, 1975. Jesus Christ Superstar, 71. And Evita was 78. Nice job, sister.
Good
Thanks,
job.
that
That's
was
right.
a lucky
Yes.
guess.
All right, that brings us to round number 3. This is sequence. What is the sequence? List countries by population, hit songs by date, historical events by year, animals by size, and so much more. Lauren, go ahead.
Good? Okay. List the Mom, you ready?
Yep.
List these famous churches by when their existing edifices were completed.
I don't know what an edifice is.
The outside of the building,
Oh, okay.
I believe.
Earliest
That is
to most
correct.
recent.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got Notre Dame in Paris. We've got St. Paul's in London and St. Peter's in Rome.
Ooh, that's
Earliest to most recent. Paris, London, Rome. Notre Dame, St. Paul, St. Peter's.
I'm going to get a Rome, Paris, London.
Wrong.
Duh.
I would say Notre Dame in Paris first, then St. Peter's in Rome, and then the one in London.
Yes.
Yep. Was gonna.
I think
was
Notre
gonna guess
Dame was like the 1200s.
Yeah.
St. Peter's was in the 1400s, and then I'm just gonna throw a wild guess. The one in London was maybe late 1500s.
It says Notre Dame.
Lauren,
What?
you talking to that thing?
Yeah.
Thanks.
It says St. Peter's 1626. Notre Dame 1235.
Wow.
St. Peter's 1626 and St. Paul's 1710. And then it says, note, though first begun in 325, it was not until 1506 that work began on the edifice of St. Peter that we know today. The original St. Paul's was destroyed in the fire of 1666.
Oh.
All right, Ma, read that to Jaspy.
Okay, arrange
Yes,
these
please.
classic novels by word count. Word count, highest to lowest.
No.
Okay, War and Peace, East of Eden, and To Kill a Mockingbird.
That's easy.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay, I'm
I
gonna
got
say War and Peace is the most, and then because East of Eden is, I always forget his. Well, I'm gonna say War and Peace, East of Eden, and then To Kill a Mockingbird.
Correct.
Nice job,
Yep,
Nick.
nice job.
Great.
Right.
All right, Nick.
Yes. Okay. Are you ready?
Mhm.
Arrange these by when they were launched. Earliest first. First USB flash drive. First plasma TV. First MacBook Air computer.
I think it was plasma, then flash drive, then MacBook.
Great!
Yeah,
Good job.
boy.
Good job.
Yeah, boy.
Last
Yeah.
round.
Trixie, can you say great?
Oh, wait. I still have to answer one. though.
Yeah, you do.
Sorry.
All right. Lauren, arrange these Academy Award-winning films by release date.
Okay.
Earliest to most recent. Not a bad question.
Wait,
Shakespeare
you're-
in Love,
Uh-huh.
Forrest Gump,
Okay.
Dances with Wolves.
Oh boy.
What was the
Dances with Wolves, Forrest Gump, Shakespeare in Love.
You are correct. Dances with
Good
Wolves,
job.
1990. Forrest Gump, 1994. And Shakespeare in Love in 1998. Good job.
Good job, Lauren.
Great.
Whoa.
Thank you.
That brings us
Okay.
to our final round.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. Round number 4 in the final category is wild card. What will you get? Brain trivia, false or true, 3 out of 2,
False or
False
true?
or
whiz
true.
word, lane memory, ticking is the clock, or something else? Let's find out.
Food or not food?
Lauren, go ahead and read. Is it cake?
Okay.
Or is it meat? Or is it meat cake?
Meat cake.
Yeah. Is it? What was it? Ham bone shark.
It's ham bone shark of
Yeah.
food.
Yeah.
Ham bone head shark.
Ham bone head shark
And the rim rod.
and the
Rim rod.
and the rim rod. That should be our band name. Ham
Ham
bone shark
bone
and
head
the rim
shark
rods.
and the rim rods. Ham bone head shark and the rim rods.
Maybe I'll name this episode that.
Yeah, you should.
Okay, go ahead
Okay.
and read that.
See Darius Rucker fronting them.
Yeah.
Who am I reading to?
Me.
Welcome to the show.
Okay. 2 out of 3. Correctly complete the names of any 2 of these U.S. Attorneys General.
Oh my word.
Attorneys
Okay.
General.
Attorney General. The
No, it's Attorneys General.
Attorneys General. Okay.
Okay. Number 1, Jeff.
Jeff.
I'm Jeff.
Funny.
Name
From
it Jeff.
2017 to ... Maybe. I don't know, whenever this was made. Is that the Attorney General?
I don't know. Just give me the names because I'm not going to get the.
Jeff, Loretta, and Eric.
Okay, I don't know.
Okay,
Any
well,
of
you
them.
got to name two
Okay.
of them. Their last names. Jeff,
Foxworthy.
Loretta,
Jeff
Loretta.
Foxworthy, Loretta Lynn,
Yeah.
and
Yes.
Eric.
Eric. Oh, what's that guy's name?
Clapton.
No.
Northman.
Okay, Eric Clapton.
Clapton? Okay.
Yeah.
That is incorrect. Would anybody else?
Is it Eric Holder
Oh, it is
It
Eric
is.
and
Holder.
Jeff Sessions?
Oh.
And then I don't know Loretta. I feel
Loretta.
so bad. I'm sorry.
Loretta Scott King.
You were very close.
Loretta Lynn.
Loretta Lynch.
Oh,
Oh,
that's what I
wow.
said.
No,
Loretta
it's
Lynch.
not what you
That's what,
said.
that's what I said.
Not what you said.
Play it back. Roll it back.
No, I didn't. Okay.
Just put
I
her
I'll allow
in
it.
slow motion.
Loretta
Lynn.
Lynch. Loretta Lynn.
It's like the horse is going across the finish line on those stupid cartoons.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
and it's like their tongue. The tongue.
Okay,
goes over
my
the
turn.
finish line.
2 out of 3, Nick.
Okay.
What do these initials stand for? You got to get 2 right.
Okay.
Number 1 is REM.
Rapid eye movement.
Number 2 is RPM
Revolutions per minute.
and UHF.
Universal high frequency.
Okay, so
Ultra
you
high.
got 2, but you're really close on the third one. It's rapid eye movement, revolutions per minute, and ultra high frequency.
Ooh.
So that was very close. Good job.
Good job, Nick.
Good job.
enough.
Nice work.
Good enough.
Great enough. Go ahead, Nick. Hit me with a question.
All right.
Excuse me.
True or false? Answer both correctly.
Both.
Both
Yeah.
of them.
The first personal computer, 1975, was called Altair. Typhoons do not occur in the Atlantic Ocean.
Double false.
Nope. Anybody else want to guess?
Well, I know that the typhoons thing is right. Is true. The other one's false.
Nope.
Well, true and true.
Yep.
But what was the first one again?
The first personal computer, 1975, was called Altair.
Wow. Didn't know that. There's a lot I don't know.
Good
Okay,
job.
Lauren, you ready for our final question?
Yes.
All right, this is a really good one.
Okay.
This is called Name Game.
Woo!
By adding Susan to the surnames
Mhm.
below,
And-
how many famous people do you get? 1, 2, or 3?
Okay.
Right? Susan Sontag. Susan Kagan.
How do you spell this?
Susan Portman. Susan Sontag, Sontag. Susan Kagan, Kagan. Kagan, Kagan. And Susan Portman, Portman.
M-A-N. 3.
Nope.
1.
Yep. Which one?
Sontag.
Yep. Who is she?
I don't know, but I know I've heard the name.
Mary Kay lady.
She's a writer.
Ah.
The others, Elena Kagan, Supreme Court Justice, and Natalie Portman, an actress. Like there's no
Okay,
other.
like there's
Portman.
Right.
no other.
I thought the same thing. I'm like,
Dumb.
Stupid. Well, that's our stupid show.
Yeah.
Thank you all for watching or listening to our stupid show. We're gonna be back for another
Stupid
episode
show.
of My Mama Done Told Me and another stupid episode of What Do You Know at some point.
Some point.
I enjoy these. But this one was stupid because our first episode was cut short, which just started everything off on a stupid path. But that's
Stupid
okay.
foot.
I still had a good old time. I hope you did too. If you want to connect with our show at all, you can send us an email. That email address is Nick.
my mama done told me Oh.
Yeah.
You got it.
My mama done told me podcast at gmail.com.
Good
Yeah.
job.
Oh, all right.
Ooh,
job.
And
good
if
job.
you would rather reach out to us on our social medias, that's our social media networks, then you go where, Trixie? Joy Nights. Why did no one else say Show Nights?
Because
Showing
I
us-
was the voice of Trixie.
I know, but
Because I wasn't ready. I was taken completely by surprise
I'm
because
not.
that's what I'm supposed to say, and I didn't get to say it.
Well, I feel like it shouldn't have taken you by surprise.
It
I
did.
did a big old setup there.
Yeah.
I was
What if
thinking-
you
Anyway.
were going to be the one that
'Cause-
had to say it?
Well, 'cause I
Until
thought
next
he was
time,
gonna-
noise.
My name's Jeff Kolaski. That's Nicholas Dolan.
Hey.
There's Lauren Danielle Kolaski. And
Dang, why don't you just give
Kathleen
him my
Ann Fox
social
Human.
Give him your
security number,
address
too.
and phone number.
This is Trixelixa Ding Dong.
Social Securities.
Social Security.
And we hope you keep your minds open and be kind to each other. Good night. Goodbye. We love you. Put your
I'm
foot
getting
down.
a CAT scan.
What?
Name the movie. What's it from? At the
Oh.
very end.
What is it?
Or not at the very
Varsity
end.
Blues.
Not at the very end.
She would never
What
know
happens?
something called Varsity Blues.
He's not wrong. I know nothing about Varsity Blues.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it is.
Okay. This was fun.
What was it?
Here,
What
you
was I
need to s-
talking about?
What was the quote from, you
Oh
crazy
yeah,
person?
I'm getting a CAT scan
What is it?
from the Santa Claus. Come
Okay,
here, my
second episode of What Do You Know on season 2. Second episode of What Do You Know? Jeff, if you're listening, this is what we're about to do. Second episode of season 2 on What Do You Know? Or not second episode. Second episode of What Do You Know on season 2. That blows my eardrums.
Sorry.
Trick some. What do you smell?
That was a nice loud gulp there, friend. I'm going to turn that way up.
I said, "Do you?" and then I thought better of what I was supposed to say.
Believe in life after love.
Yeah,
Love after love.
I can feel. That makes me.
Really don't think you're strong enough.